Some trips are born from a single image, a photograph so captivating that it lingers in your mind, quietly calling you to places you've never been. That image becomes a spark, igniting a longing that refuses to fade no matter how busy life gets. My journey to Thailand's Lantern Festival began just like that, a sudden irresistible urge that swept over me, impossible to ignore. I'd seen photos, a night sky ablaze with thousands of glowing lanterns, each one carrying a wish, a hope, a dream into the heavens. The scene looked almost unreal, like something out of a fairy tale, but I needed to find out if the magic was real, if it could be felt, not just seen. So, on a whim, I booked a flight. The anticipation was electric, buzzing through my veins as I watched the confirmation email land in my inbox. I devoured every story I could find about Chiang Mai and the festival, imagining the scents of street food, the sounds of laughter and music, the warmth of lantern light on my skin. This trip wasn't just about attending a festival, it was about chasing a feeling, a sense of wonder, of connection, of being part of something much larger than myself. I packed light, bringing only the essentials in my camera, determined to capture every moment and memory. I set out with an open heart, ready for whatever the journey would bring. As my plane descended into Bangkok, excitement surged through me. The city lights below sparkled like scattered jewels, hinting at the adventures waiting ahead. The world below was a patchwork of green fields and glowing city lights, a tapestry of possibilities stretching out beneath the wings of the plane. But the real adventure was still ahead, waiting for me in the misty mountains of northern Thailand, where ancient traditions and new friendships awaited. I was traveling solo, but I never felt alone. There was a sense of belonging, as if everyone drawn to the festival was part of a secret pilgrimage, a journey of light and hope. Landing in Thailand felt like stepping into another world. The humid air wrapped around me, thick with the scent of jasmine, spices, and possibility. Even in the chaos of the airport, there was a calm energy, a sense of welcome. I knew deep down that this trip would be special, unlike any I'd taken before. It wasn't just about seeing something beautiful, it was about immersing myself in a new culture, learning from locals, and maybe even discovering a new piece of myself along the way. The lanterns were waiting, glowing softly in the night, ready to carry my wishes skyward. My journey had officially begun. I was ready to be amazed, to let the festival's magic wash over me and change me in ways I couldn't yet imagine. Thailand, I thought, would not disappoint. Every step felt like the start of a new story, every moment a memory in the making. The journey itself was already becoming part of the story, each encounter, each sight, each feeling weaving together into something unforgettable. I felt a sense of belonging, even before the festival began, as if I'd found my place among strangers who felt like friends. The call of 1,000 lights was impossible to ignore. It was a call to hope, to dream, to connect. I was here to answer it, to let my own lantern join the river of lights drifting into the night. The adventure was just beginning and I was ready to follow wherever the lights would lead. The overnight train from Bangkok to Chiang Mai was my choice. A journey that promised not just distance but discovery. I wanted to see Thailand unfold, not from the window of a plane, but from the slow rhythm of the rails where every mile tells a story. As the train rolled north, the world outside shifted from city lights to endless green. I watched the landscape change, each scene a living postcard, rice paddies shimmering in the moonlight, distant hills rising like ancient guardians. The station buzzed with monks in saffron robes, backpackers swapping stories, and families sharing meals on the platform. There was a sense of anticipation in the air, a feeling that everyone was setting off on their own adventure. My sleeper bunk became my home for 12 hours, a narrow bed, a curtain for privacy, and the gentle sway of the train. I arranged my bag, settled in, and let the rhythm of the tracks lull me into a sense of calm. As the city faded behind us, rice paddies and small villages appeared, their lights twinkling in the dusk. Farmers paused in their fields to wave as we passed, their smiles a reminder of the warmth that runs through this country. Sunset turned the sky gold and purple, painting the clouds in colors I'd never seen before. The train seemed to glide through a dream, the world outside bathed in magic. Dinner was simple, fried rice from a passing vendor, served in a paper box. It tasted better than any restaurant meal, maybe because it was shared with strangers who quickly became friends. The train's gentle rocking lulled me to sleep, the steady clack of the tracks blending with my dreams. I drifted off thinking of lanterns floating into the night sky, carrying wishes northward. Morning brought a new world, misty mountains rising in the distance, cool air drifting through the open window. The city was gone, replaced by the wild beauty of northern Thailand. Chiang Mai was near, and I felt a thrill of anticipation. Over coffee in the dining car, I connected with a fellow traveler. We swapped stories, both of us drawn north by the same dream of adventure and discovery. There's a special bond that forms on the rails, a sense of camaraderie among those who choose the slow road. Arriving in Chiang Mai felt like coming home to a place I'd never been. The station was alive with energy, the air filled with the scent of flowers and spices, and the promise of new experiences. The city blended ancient temples and modern cafes, all wrapped by a historic moat. Monks walked alongside students and artists, and every street seemed to hold a secret waiting to be discovered. I dropped my bags at a guest house and dove into the streets, eager to explore. The city pulsed with life, markets, music, and the laughter of locals welcoming visitors from around the world. Festival preparations were everywhere, colorful lanterns strung across the streets, stalls being set up, and a contagious excitement in the air. It felt like the whole city was getting ready for something extraordinary. I felt it in my bones. I was in the right place at the right time. The energy of Chiang Mai was infectious, and I couldn't help but smile at the thought of what was to come. The stage was set for magic. Lanterns, music, and laughter promised a night I'd never forget. The heart of the North was ready to welcome me, and I was ready to embrace every moment of it. Festival day arrived, and with it, a sense of anticipation that seemed to ripple through the city like a gentle breeze. The early morning sun cast a golden glow over the festival grounds, promising a day unlike any other. Chiang Mai pulsed with energy, its streets alive with color and movement. Everywhere I looked, vibrant banners fluttered above the crowds, and the city seemed to hum with excitement. The streets overflowed with locals and travelers alike, weaving between stalls and performers. The air was thick with the scent of sizzling street food, sweet incense, and blooming flowers. I wandered through the maze of vendors, sampling pad thai, grilled meats, and mango sticky rice, a feast for the senses, each bite a celebration of Thai flavors and tradition. The sounds surrounded me, woks sizzling, laughter echoing, and the melodic notes of traditional Thai music drifting through the air, blending into a joyful chorus. As evening fell, my friends and I gathered our delicate lanterns, hands trembling with excitement as we made our way to the festival grounds, joining a sea of hopeful faces. Thousands assembled on the open field, families picnicking on blankets, children chasing each other, and musicians playing gentle tunes that floated on the breeze. Despite the crowd, a calm anticipation settled over us all, as if everyone was holding their breath, waiting for something magical to begin. The sunset signaled the start. A hush fell, and then, with careful hands, the first lanterns were lit, their flames flickering to life against the deepening sky. We held the delicate paper open, feeling the warmth of the flame as it heated the air inside, our hearts beating in time with the growing glow. One by one, lanterns began to rise, slowly at first, then soaring higher, carried by hope and the wishes whispered into the night. Soon, thousands filled the sky, a river of golden light drifting above us, each lantern a dream set free, painting the darkness with shimmering hope. I stood, mesmerized, as the night turned brilliant gold, the sky transformed into a living canvas of light and wonder. Faces glowed in the lantern light, some streaked with tears, others lit with pure joy and awe, all united in a moment of shared wonder. The only sounds were soft whispers, gentle laughter, and the occasional cheer, as if no one wanted to break the spell of the moment. It was a true symphony of light and hope, uniting everyone in that field, strangers and friends alike, under a sky ablaze with possibility. No photo could ever capture the magic of that night, the feeling of being part of something so beautiful, so fleeting, and so unforgettable. I thought I was ready for the beauty, but nothing prepared me for the emotion. Lighting my lantern, my hands trembled. I felt every hope and worry in that moment. I closed my eyes, made a simple wish for peace and happiness, and let go. Watching my lantern float away, gratitude overwhelmed me. Around me, others were moved too. Couples embraced, children released lanterns, friends laughed and cried. In that field, we were all connected, our stories blending into one. The festival was more than a spectacle, it was a ritual of hope and release. It reminded me that despite our differences, we all share the same desires. The emotional impact was profound, a spiritual cleansing, a letting go. Travel, I realized, can reveal deeper parts of ourselves. The beauty wasn't just in the sky, but in the feeling of unity. That's what I'll remember most. The festival was a powerful reminder of our shared humanity. It changed me in ways I never expected. Amid the spectacle, the quiet moments stood out. I met an elderly Thai woman with her grandchildren. Language was no barrier. Smiles and gestures said it all. She showed me how to hold my lantern, whispering sway, beautiful. Later, I befriended a Brazilian couple on their honeymoon. We swapped stories and dreams. Strangers turned friends. Local students helped tourists light lanterns, sharing their culture with patience and joy. Their kindness was the heart of the festival. These connections, brief but meaningful, made the night unforgettable. The festival wasn't just about lanterns, it was about people. The warmth and generosity I found will stay with me long after the lights faded. The lanterns were the centerpiece, but the people were the soul. Their stories became part of my own. The festival's beauty runs deep in tradition. Yipeng fills the sky with lanterns. Loy Krathong floats candles on rivers. Both are rituals of light, renewal, and letting go. Floating a krathong honors the water goddess and releases misfortune. Releasing a lantern sends away bad luck and carries wishes skyward. The spiritual meaning, homage, hope, and enlightenment gives the festival its reverence. Learning this, I felt less like a tourist and more like a participant in something ancient. The soul of the festival made the experience truly profound. Weeks later, the festival's glow still lingers within me. I close my eyes and see the golden sky, feel the warmth, remember the hope. The experience taught me to let go of worries and embrace new beginnings. Releasing my lantern was a lesson in release and renewal. The kindness I encountered reaffirmed my faith in humanity. The festival showed me our shared longing for beauty and connection. It was more than a trip, it was a pilgrimage of the heart. The light from that night continues to guide me. The magic of Chiang Mai will never fade. I carry it with me always. This journey was a masterclass in travel wisdom. First lesson, go. Don't wait for the perfect time, just go. The best adventures start with a leap of faith. Embrace the small moments. The journey is as rich as the destination. Respect local culture. Be a welcome guest, not just a tourist. Learn, listen, and connect. Let yourself be moved. Vulnerability leads to growth. Travel isn't a checklist, it's a collection of moments that change you. The festival taught me to be open, present, and grateful. That's what turns a trip into a life-changing journey. My story is just one among many. The world is waiting for yours. There are wonders everywhere if you're brave enough to seek them. Book the ticket, pack your bag, and open your heart. Let these stories inspire you to chase your own light. Whether it's a festival, a mountain, or a new city, go find your magic. These are the moments that make us feel alive. The adventure never ends, there's always more to discover. Join me, let's explore, connect, and share the wonder. Subscribe and follow along for the next chapter. The world is full of light, let's chase it together.